What's going on, traders? How you guys doing? I'm going to give you guys a very sound reasoning of why Bitcoin can explode here in the next 1 to 8 hours, okay? First, I'm going to go over the news. Let's take a look at that, get the sentiment of what people are looking at. So Bitcoin's time to shine is fast approaching. I'm taking this as a bullish sentiment and people possibly looking to buy in because that is an emotionally stimulating article. Fed's arrest founder of Bitcoin Mixer, they say laundered $335 million over 10 years. Kind of taking this as a medium ground. Don't think it's going to affect people's emotions too much. Digital currency Ether hits a record high, stealing Bitcoin's limelight. All right, more of a jab to Bitcoin than anything. Maybe a little bit of a bullish sentiment for Bitcoin on this, and more of a pump for Ethereum. But it is what it is. These two don't have too much to do with it. I want to look at this. Coinbase makes it easier to buy cryptocurrency using PayPal. I take this as a bullish argument for Bitcoin. As people see this, they're thinking, oh my gosh, everyone with PayPal now can purchase cryptocurrency. Where I'm more like, I don't think there's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, I'm now going to get into cryptocurrency just because PayPal offers it. I think they're like, hey, I've got an exchange. I've got an account with Coinbase and Binance.us or whatever, Kraken. And they're like, I'm just using my debit card to buy Bitcoin with USD. Or I don't think this is going to cause as big of a pump in the market as I think some people are thinking. I might eat my words. We'll have to find out. But I don't think a lot of people are super excited. Oh, Bitcoin, PayPal is partnering with Bitcoin, and you can now buy it with PayPal. Maybe some people who have their business transactions go through PayPal are maybe a little bit easier. They can buy cryptocurrency once it's in PayPal, but I still think the majority of people out there are just buying Bitcoin with their debit cards, and they're buying it through the exchange. So overall, I still see somewhat of a bullish sentiment, and so we're going to keep that in the back of our minds. All right, let's go technically why I think this is poised to explode. So yesterday's video, I told you guys that I was looking at the 50% Fibonacci retracement and two things I was expecting to happen. One, get a really nice move down here to the downside to hit this 48,000 or the 43,000 level. We could still hit this, but it looks like the scenario 2 is playing out perfectly. I was expecting a 50% move down on this leg, which it hit almost exactly to the point where I drew here, and then we could be looking to head back up, possibly creating an all-time high. But let me explain to you guys what's happening right now, technically from a money perspective, a money flow perspective on the chart. What's happening is tens of millions of dollars got put into the market in the form of sells. So tens of millions of dollars sold off, creating this dip in the price right here. What's happening is overnight the price has gone up. People have woken up and their stop losses, which are usually placed at previous structure highs, right around this area of 56,500, I'm saying. That's what I'm going to call it to be safe here. There and maybe a little bit above, their stop losses are getting hit. So follow this here. People sold, they put their stop losses are getting hit, they're getting frustrated because the price is now pushing past their stop losses and they want to cover their losses, so they're buying in. That's one reason why it's going up right now that I believe. Secondly, people are looking to trade the breakout. So they see this as a structure resistance on the chart when we were below here, and they're putting their buy stops in above this. And now their buy stop orders are being triggered, pushing it up. A third reason of why I think this could just keep heading up and just possibly hit an all-time high, maybe. I think it's going to stop at the ascending trend line first before it hits an all-time high. But you have the big whales out there. Now, how are you going to enter in? I operated a business where I helped thousands of people trade about a couple of years ago, and hedge funds would contact me, and I'm like, hey, this is not financial advice, personal opinion only. But you have to understand, when these people want to push, $100, $200 million into Bitcoin and make these really, really big purchases, they need to look for areas where there's a lot of selling going on. It's called an exchange for this reason. You buy only when there's selling power, okay? How are you going to get tens and hundreds of millions of dollars into the market? You must look for places of strong selling, sell-offs, basically. So when stop losses are hit here from everybody shorting here because they don't want to, have the price go up and they lose a lot of selling power enters the market. That's a great place to look to put in a lot of buy orders because you're going to get fulfilled pretty quickly. Especially if you're doing limit orders. Limit orders aren't guaranteed to fulfill as soon as possible like market orders. Limit orders can be filled at different levels. So when they're pushing all that money in, they're looking for these areas, and this is why you can see very fast spikes up to the upside. So I wouldn't doubt if this thing just screams up here in the next 1 to 2 days and hits this resistance, that's not unlikely whatsoever. But I do believe one of two things will happen here. We're going to come up here and we're gonna start moving sideways. So I think we're either gonna start moving sideways here, or we're gonna see this pump and it's just gonna keep going and going and going and going. All right, let's transition. What are the best entry places in order to take advantage of this? Well, at the moment, I don't feel confident saying, everybody come in here and put a buy stop order in. I don't feel that yet. I think the best entry is still, and I know people aren't gonna like this because they're like, oh, you're expecting Bitcoin to go down. I'm talking to you guys who haven't got in yet. I think the best entry is at 48,000 and 43,000. You can make an argument at 52,500 right here, where you could say that this is a great place to look for an entry because it's at a low and you're looking at for maybe a double bottom argument, you could say on the chart when it comes back down here. So if you're getting really aggressive and you're like, hey, I want to get in as soon as possible, I would look for maybe an entry right around here at 52,500 or wait to move down. So let me show you guys how to set it up if you want to get into this move down here on your Coinbase app. It's the same on Binance, it's the same everywhere. You're gonna go to your ticker, you're gonna click buy, and then you're gonna make sure it says limit order, and then your price is going to be 52,500. Bitcoin, how much do you want to allocate to this? So this is going to take 25, 50, 75% or max of what you have on cash on hand, and then that's going to put into the bank. Doesn't matter if it's $100, $5, or 100,000. Get into Bitcoin. I think it's a personal suggestion. I think it's got some really good potential. So you're going to preview the order, and then you're going to make sure it says limit price amount, great, 52.5, and when it gets back down here, you're going to automatically be triggered into this order when you're sleeping, when you're waking up, when you're going playing golf, grocery shopping, and it's going to be like a bot that triggers you in. I did this exact same thing on Cardano. I got it in at $1. You guys can see that over here, and it's up about, I would say Cardano's up about probably 26% this morning. Let me just find it real quick for those of you guys. So yeah, I'm up about 35% up at the moment on ADA because I got in at $1, and then did the same thing. I'm just showing you guys how this works on GRT, and I got into GRT at 127. So I'm not going to know the exact percentage on that at the moment, but come over here and this will show you where your orders are sitting. So Bitcoin is the one we just saw at 52,500. It's in there. Once it gets hit, you're going to be triggered in, and when the price goes up, take advantage of the profits and sell when you would like, or hold for the long term, and that's how you guys can make some good money. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll keep coming out with some more. God bless you guys. Until next time, let's see what happens. Alrighty, bye-bye.